I like to wear a black Brioni suit on the first day of Art Basel. The first people through the gates are all millionaires. Now some of them are billionaires. I used to know them all, especially in those first 2 hours when only the veriest of the very important people are let through the doors. But there's a lot of new money that I've never even heard of now. They know me, they've seen me in the trade papers, sometimes in the mainstream papers, but I don't have a fucking clue who they are. I just know that if they come into the fair in those first 2 hours, then somebody thinks they're important. So I need to think they're important. And I can't let them think for 1 second that I'm not important. Hence, the suit. I'm not gonna button up for them. This is how people know me. Art Basel in Switzerland is the most important art fair in the world. It takes place every June. The little airport just over the border in France is usually a dead zone 364 days a year. But in the day before the fair opens, more than 100 private jets land at it, bringing in just about every major collector in the world. Venice begins a few weeks before Basel. And Venice is where people in the art world tell each other that we're all there to appreciate the art. But in reality, guys like me and Larry Gagosian are making deals poolside at the Cipriani Hotel. At Art Basel, there's no pretense. Sure, we're all here because we love the art and we want to help our artists' careers, but this is a trade show. We're here to sell, sell, sell. But this year, I don't know how things are gonna go. For one thing, the fair's organizers gave me a crap stall. All the other blue chip dealers are between me and the entrance. I'm a little nervous that my favorite collectors will pinch their millions by the time they see what I'm showing. That's between you and me, obviously. These interviews are still just on background, right? It's been a while. I don't have much space in my stall. You can see we have a couple of Celia's sculptures that are tied to performance pieces, and we have some photographs from those performances. But I had to beg her to throw that stuff together because she hates working on it. That's completely off the record, by the way. Do not tell the collectors that shit. I need 5, 6, 7 stalls to show what Celia wants to show. But the track record with those is not worth paying for all that extra space. We still haven't sold the apartment building, and we first showed that 5 years ago. Yeah, we've loaned it out to a couple of places, but the logistics for it are a fucking nightmare. Only a museum could ever spare enough space to show it. But it was so goddamn expensive to make that we'd need to sell it for $3 million just to break even. That might not sound like much when you hear about a Cezanne going for $60 million. But women do not fetch anything like that. Even the dead ones. And for a film? Get out of here. Museum curators might be interested, but once they hear the sticker price, they realize they'd need to put it on permanent display in order to justify the cost. And if they put it on permanent display, they'd practically need to build a new wing to make space for it. Curators can't convince their boards that Celia is a safe enough bet for so much money. Now, with a woman who's only 35 years old, I might normally say that I don't blame them. But really, fuck them. You know how long Celia's gonna be here? Forever. Take this work, for example. You won't believe it, but we dug it up from her high school days. We just shook the archives in our basement, and it just fell out of nowhere. Even she's excited to sell it. It's rare that you can sell an artist's teenage work when they're only 35 and still alive. She was pissed at me, though. She wanted me to sell this thing months ago. She needed more money to work on her latest monumental piece to follow up the apartment building. I tell her, hold on, sweetheart. You're not selling it. I am. And I know it's hard to wait, but we'll do much better selling this high school film in Basel if we get a handful of major collectors from all over the world to look at this thing on the same day. They'll start competing with each other. It's not an auction, no. The secondary market is... ugh. But I know we'll have demand here, so we're going to sell it here. She never understands that, though, no. She says, Patrick, I'm not waiting anymore. Let's just sell this film so I can keep working on Boxers. Boxers. Boxers is the monolith. I was so happy and pissed when she insisted on making it. Last year, Basel started Unlimited. It's where they show the massive works that can really only be shown in museums. Museums do send curators here to buy, yes, but Unlimited is really for the collectors who plan on donating the pieces to museums. The collectors who want to be on those museums' boards, and to add more prestige to their names. Boxers is insane, mind-altering, but I don't know who will buy a 30-channel film for $7 million. Where is Kelly with the champagne, by the way? This thing starts in 5 minutes.